Mixaholic Mondays is going down, ladies and gentlemen. I had to let y'all hear them so y'all know who y'all got in the building right now. Listen, we got Nico up there, I seen him. We got Wayne down there, I seen him. Hold on, hold on, where's CJ? See, I seen CJ earlier. We got CJ in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, we done had him on our Thursday call. I said, man, we got to get him on as soon as possible. I had to hit up Unc. Unc said, oh, you gonna get him as soon as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mixaholic Mondays, y'all, from the Meat family. Forecast. They here, listen. Hey, y'all spoke on so much in that song right there, bro. Like,
hold on, brother.
Like CJ, like Nico, Wayne, like, bro, like,
what's good? Yo.
Listen, that song right there, y'all talking about something. I had to just jump right into the interview, like, y'all talking about something that most entertainers or people that's in the industry deal with, where it's insecurities, it's different things like that y'all spoke on in that song. That song touched so many people, bro. We gonna talk about that off camera, how it affect me personally, but that song right there, y'all, is just like y'all speaking for so many people in that song, bro. For real.
Yeah, we speaking for ourselves too, man. You know, that song hit home for us, man. You know, when they introduced that song to us, we were on board with that. It was like, man, we going through that right now. So, you know, it was a perfect marriage.
For sure.
So let's just jump right into it. You know, I'm a big fan already. Like I said, we just talked to y'all Thursday. That song we really didn't play as much of like I would have wanted to. Or I may have missed it. I said when I went and heard it, I said, man, that song right there. It's just such a representation, and sometimes you can't put it into words like y'all did just to explain that journey that happens like when you really navigating these relationships and merging that with business too as at the same time, and how difficult that can be. You know, it can be very difficult, very complicated. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like y'all addressed all of that in that song. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I want to salute y'all. We gonna hit the horns again for that. Period right there. You know what I'm saying? Forecast in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I just had to say that because that, man, I'm like, I appreciate y'all so much for that one. I'm gonna do a slow down remix of that. I'm gonna slow that up and slow that down. Play that on the show. We got the Punch and Skunk show. Whether we do myself and the Funky Skunk, we do that on TikTok. We do it on Clubhouse where I play slow songs all night, midnight to 3 a.m. So that song right there will be in rotation tonight, right after this, on the show, the Punch and Skunk show, the smoothest show on the planet. We're forecast in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate y'all, man.
And then also to kind of piggyback on that from earlier, that's like, and that's it's opinions, right? But you know, my opinion is it's just that's what makes timeless music, right? Because like what the big brother said, when you write what's from the heart and you write what's personal, right, and you put them feelings into something like that, and you put your all and your emotions into it, man, it's connected through everything, man. Because when somebody hears it, that's what we want our people to feel when they hear our music. We want you to feel it, not just visualize it, but we want you to feel it in your core and in your heart. You know what I'm saying? And for you to say that, man, we appreciate you, man, because that's the goal. That's what we're trying to do. Bring that R&B back.
Yes, sir.
Nah, for sure. Like I definitely did that, man. That song, boy. Woo! But we in here, y'all. Mixaholic Mondays. We lit. Forecast in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Now give us the background of the name of the group, how y'all came together as one. It's a very fascinating story that we heard this past Thursday, but I want y'all to go into it a little bit more. We live on TikTok, we live on YouTube right now. Mixaholic Mondays, 5 years of running, ladies and gentlemen. We got Forecast in the building. Y'all got the floor.
Yeah, so I'm Al Wayne. I started Forecast. Actually, my father started a band called the Latest Forecast Band, and he invited me in to sing with the band. This was like back in like 2000, I want to say 17. But this is also way ahead of when I met CJ and Nico. So I'm singing with my father's band, you know, because we we have like roots here in Indianapolis in the music scene. And I actually took over the band, and then I had aspirations of starting my own R&B group. I've always been a big fan of, Jodeci, New Edition, Drew Hill, all those cats. Always had a huge inspiration from those cats. So I decided, let's just turn this band into a R&B group. And the first person I had thought about was CJ and Nico, because I had seen them as East 97 back in the day before Forecast was even around. So I invited them in or whatnot. And, we had wrote a couple of songs before Nico got into the group. But then after that, what you see today is Forecast as you see today. So yeah, that's kind of how it kind of got started. My brothers could probably speak on it a little more.
Yeah, for sure. Man, it was crazy because back in the day, like he was saying, me and Micah, well, me and Nico, my fault, me and Nico, you know what I'm saying? We were, and it was funny because we had a photo shoot earlier and we was joking around about it because it's like I ain't gonna say the word, man, but we was hopping from group to group to group, you know what I'm saying? And the core was always me and him, you know what I mean? And he can kind of piggyback on his portion, but you know what I'm saying? He had went off and did his thing in Florida. And once Al Wayne had reached out to me, it was like no brainer, you know what I mean? Because I've been knowing Al my whole entire life, you know what I'm saying? And so it was one of those things where after that had happened, I went out to Florida to do some business with Babyface, and I linked up back with Micah, you know what I mean, and talked to him. I was like, hey man, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could get this working. We get the group, you know what I mean, together and stuff. And so he came out to India in December. And bro, if you want to take the rest of the story, man, and finish it off.
Yeah, no, yeah, see, like CJ said, he hit me up, and I was kind of already kind of looking for a thing. I was kind of praying for it, and it kind of came about where it was like, okay, that seems like it's right for me. So I came out here, I did a vetting process for Unk, and after doing that, I had to go out and do like a audition performance at a showcase. And it really wasn't an audition because I was already in the group at that point, but that was like the reveal of me joining the group. And after we did the showcase, I did a solo performance. Then we performed together. Like we all came out with the matching fits. Like it was really a movie. We all came out with the matching fits, and it was like, okay, so Nico Barnes, CJ, Al Wayne, like, you know what I mean? At Tom, Jack Diesel, we was Forecast. Like, and that's kind of like the rest is history.
Nah, that's an amazing story. We live right now. Your boy DjPunch317. We got Forecast in the building. Listen, I cannot wait, y'all, for y'all to hear this new song they got. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, take a chance. We got that coming up as well. Y'all know we break records here every single week, and this will be no different now. I got a quick story about Uncle Jam. I don't been rocking with Uncle Jam for about close to 20 years now, and we recently were at the Midnight Star, Out Hustle One Way, Confunction, and Lakeside concert about a month ago. He teasing me all night. I can't do the voice. Y'all know the voice, right? Y'all know the voice. Okay, he got a signature voice. Don't be bobbing your head to R&B music. Like you said, all night, all night, right? Come on, you know what I mean? All night he do this. So I said that to say, being on side of the stage that night and seeing that level of performance, I go to a lot of those shows and it just amazes me every time how just those type of shows are conducted and operated. And I cannot wait till Forecast is on that stage. I'm on the side of the stage with looking at it like, yeah, because y'all got that potential to do that same thing, bro. Like I see this going real far as these records are concerned, and people really like the relatability is what we talked about before. That relatability. That's what really keep people like that, man. Boy, that first song, boy.
And then
Hey,
we appreciate you for that, man, because even with that, as you said, like shout out to Uncle Jams, you know what I mean? Like those songs specifically, man, we've had some good success with it. You know what I mean? Of going number one on a couple radio stations and et cetera. And then on top of that, being able to open up for so many great legends, you know what I mean? And being on those stage with those legends, like, we've opened up for Babyface, we've opened up for the Indiana Black Expo where you had Johnny Gill, you had Morris Day and the Time, you had who else you guys keep tell me, Atlantic Star,
Anthony Hamilton.
yeah, Anthony Hamilton,
Layla Hathaway.
yeah, Layla Hathaway, and you know what I mean? And I know there's a couple more, October London, Ro James, you know what I mean? And just
Like,
to be able to do that, man, like you said, it's a blessing and it's truly an honor. You know what I mean?
when that
And
happened.
the Isley brothers, yeah, man,
That's what
like
I'm
you
saying.
know what I
How's the
mean.
brothers? Don't
So,
forget them.
man, come on, man, that's oh man, never. God forgive me
Yeah,
for that, 'cause that's crazy. How can you
yeah,
forget the Isley brothers?
absolutely.
But yeah, man, it's just a blessing. You know what I mean? And we're honored to be able to be a part of this and be able to do it, like you said, to be on those stage with those icons and etc. So we definitely appreciate
Yeah,
all that too.
it's a lot of work that we put in, when we hit that stage, man. So anytime you guys are willing to come out and check us out, man, please do, man, because we
Yes,
put our heart
please.
and soul into those performances, and it
Yeah,
means so much when we get positive feedback and you know constructive feedback as well. So we appreciate you.
for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nico, you had something to chime in on too?
No, I concur with everything they said, man. Y'all, when y'all come out to these shows, just know that we truly believe in R&B and what it is, and not just in the passion behind making the music and singing the notes, but also, like they said, in performing them. Like, we gonna fall out on the floor. We're going to get up in your girl's face. We don't care. Like, the point is, you gonna feel what we got going on, and you gonna like what you feeling.
Say that, brother.
And then put it like this: we just gonna set it up for y'all. That's what we
Hey,
gonna
hey, and you gotta love it. You gotta listen. We gonna listen. DJ, we about to hit the horns for you saying that right there, bro. Cause listen, listen, y'all gotta understand what they talking about right now. Okay, listen. Like I said, I can't wait to be there. Just no punch. Want to be there every time. If I'm in the city, I'm in any city y'all at. I'm pulling up. For real,
Let's
for
go.
I'm
sure.
pulling up.
For sure.
Straight up, I'm pulling up. Go ahead and introduce the record. Take a chance on romance. Give us the production behind it, the concept. It's pretty straight to the point and direct and intentional, as the ladies like to say. Be intentional. So we play this
Mm-hmm.
forecast record. It's intentional as it gets. All right.
Oh
So
God.
Funky Skunk, you heard that? That's the title for a song. Boom, Funky Skunk. But listen, I'm cooking tonight. But listen, so forecast got to be in the mode tonight. So give
Yes,
us some
sir.
background
Doc.
behind that. I'm interested to know myself, and then we're gonna get in.
Forecast in the house. What up, y'all?
Oh,
What
what up,
up,
baby?
Funky Skunk? What's happening, man?
Man, superstars in the house. I want to
Man,
be like
come on,
y'all when I
man.
grow up.
Come on, man. Hey,
Hey,
but real quick, backdrop behind Take a Chance. Take a Chance is, and brothers help me out too, man, if I mess up anything. The song is produced by Anthony Damone Bush, but formerly known as Nut Bush. It is written and produced by Uncle Jams too as well. It is written by Uncle Jams, Al Wayne, myself, Nico Vines, and of course, you know what I mean. Everybody else who's a part of the contribution to the song, you know what I mean. And shout out to Zoomies Entertainment LLC, where we recorded that down in Atlanta, Georgia. So this is Take a Chance on Romance, you know what I mean? And like you said, the title says it for itself. Take a chance on it, you know what I'm saying? So let's get it.
Lover's edition.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. And it's
all right.
crazy. They actually had recorded a version before I joined the group. And so part of my audition slash vetting process was I had to write a verse and come out and record it the same weekend I did that showcase. And so it was crazy because it was like, all right, you got a week, get your verse together, then you come out here and you're gonna record and perform the verse. And I'm like, all right, challenge accepted.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like now the song is what it is today, and I feel like they won.
See, y'all spoke on a lot of things, right? People don't understand how difficult it is doing these live performances, and like I said, we were just at that concert a few weeks ago, and we do a lot of those shows, and we're there all day with these bands. They doing hour sound checks, hour and a half sound check.
Yeah, man.
Seriously, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
man.
saying? Like
Yeah.
this serious business when it come to this.
Gotta
Like
be
this
right and
ain't
tight.
no, just jumping on stage. No, The countless rehearsals. Y'all have to understand the viewing audience how difficult this can be. And we're not even talking about even coming up with the record, the concept, getting there, getting the parts right, background vocals, all these different things to mix down. Maybe I maybe need another mix. Boom, boom, boom. All these things that come with a record. Like, it's not easy to do. So
For sure.
that's why like being behind the scenes on a lot of different records and being there, seeing the process during the performances and seeing these legends come out and do their thing like they do with trumpets and instruments in their hand sometimes. It's amazing. Live instrumentation you see, and just the live vocals like you guys, like how y'all can come out, do it. It looks effortless, but don't think it is, because there's so many rehearsals and things that go into this. Y'all just make it look easy. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all
Man,
just
if
y'all
I
love it.
if I could say, man,
Go
if
ahead.
if you guys are just a fly on the wall and y'all can see, like when we do our rehearsals and like we're in the dress room, Aunt gotta tell us sometimes, hey, stop singing. Like, you know what I mean? Save your voices, preserve your voices, because we're so serious about the craft. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where, we work so hard, even individually, we work so hard throughout our lives. You know what I mean? Just to do what we love to do. You know what I mean? And we all feel like, this was a God given talent that He blessed us with. You know what I mean? So we want to take care of it. We want to nurture it. We want to do right by it, because it's one of those things is, as you get older, you never know who you're influencing that's coming behind you. Right. So when you continue to keep striving and continue to keep putting on the shows, like you said, that, goes into it, you never know the next generation of who you're inspiring to want to do the same thing that you're doing. You know what I mean? So it's an amazing, amazing journey. But if y'all can only be flies on the walls and see, like, as much time as we try to do and get ourselves together, especially before shows, when it's right before we get on stage and we ask, what's your part again? Hey, now let's go through it again. Or we'll try to go through a little choreography to make sure is it the right foot? Nah, it's the left. Okay, all right, baby. Right, like literally seconds before they introduce us. You know what I mean? So, and I need to stop saying that. Uncle Jim's gonna get on me on that. For sure. You know what I
Allegedly,
mean?
it's allegedly, of course.
Yeah, no, for
All
sure.
allegedly.
Yeah, yeah, for
We
sure.
don't know what you mean.
All allegedly, of course, right? But definitely, like I would love, definitely the rehearsal part of it. To be there for that. Vlog that, like really capture that for the people as well as myself. But let's go ahead and get into the record.